Hey, it's Mark Lynn here with your video thought for the day. All right, is it just me, or have you noticed how much cheating seems to be going on in the world today? I don't know, maybe this is not anything new. Maybe people have been cheating for a long time. Well, I mean, clearly they have. But I mean, like, really making the news. The two that caught my eye recently, and thanks to Phil for the shout out on doing this for a video thought for the day, is first of all, in the world of chess, there's been a huge accusation that Hans Neiman, a 19-year-old American grandmaster, has been cheating in certain tournaments where he's a professional chess player. He's playing for money. That's how he makes a living. And specifically, this came to a major focal point at the Sinkfield Cup in St. Louis recently, which is one of the top chess tournaments around each year. And Hans was playing Magnus Carlsen, who is not only the world champion, but one of, if not the very best chess player of all time. And Magnus withdrew from the tournament afterwards because he was convinced that the young Hans Neiman had cheated in the process of beating him. Now, you may be saying, how do you cheat at chess? Well, let me tell you that there are chess programs on computers and available, accessible, that will beat the world's greatest chess player 100 times out of 100 times. I mean, they're that good. They see 40 moves deep, exhaustively. And so if there's some way to transmit those moves, then perhaps there could be cheating. Of course, Hans's argument is there's no way he cheated. It would have been near impossible to do so. So I don't know. But I can tell you one person who cheated, or a couple of guys. They were in a fishing tournament. It was up in Lake Erie. They're catching these fish, and who has the heaviest fish, the biggest fish. And they were actually stuffing lead weight in the fish to make the fish weigh more. Yeah, they got caught. It didn't work for them. Why all this cheating going on? Why do people cheat? Well, I'm sure there's not one major reason. I'm sure some of it's ego. I'm sure some of it's economic. I'm sure some of it's probably even just the deviant thrill of trying to do something outrageous and not getting caught. But ultimately, all of those filter down to people who don't seem to live by a moral compass that most everybody else says should be there. Now, maybe the answer is morality is flim-flam, as Michael Ruse, renowned atheist, called it in a publication in the Guardian newspaper. But most people recognize deep within their core that there is right and wrong, and that cheating is wrong. There have been accusations of cheating at the poker table in these big poker tournaments recently. And yeah, cheating's been around for a long time, but it is not the godly way to live. It's a way of living that is bent on selfishness. And there's a pun on my word bent. It is bent on selfishness. God says in Proverbs, one of my favorite passages in the start of Proverbs, it says that if you will acknowledge the Lord in all of your heart, your mind, and seek Him, that He'll make your paths straight. God doesn't want us walking a bent, crooked path. He wants us walking a straight path. This is what Jesus was saying when He said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. You follow Jesus, you follow truth, you follow God, you follow a straight path. That's the biblical principle. And all this cheating going on just kind of seems to me to be pretty sad commentary on the status of things. So I don't want to be a cheater. I hope you don't want to be a cheater. And that doesn't mean just in big things like chess and golf or in fishing or poker or games like that. That means in general in life. Let's try to live a straight life where what people see and what people hear from us is exactly what they get. We can be authentic people of integrity. And when we're that way, to the glory of God, God's light shines brighter and our world will shine brighter. That's your video thought for today.